just went offline. It's good. It's a good time to start on the stream. Nom, 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 nom.
Right.
Let me just get you the
What's
YouTube.
your dog?
I'll get you the YouTube link. 1 second. There. Okay, 1 second. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Let's do a mic check. Mic check.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The audio is kind of low. It takes time for the audio to check the audio. Yeah, the audio is correct. It's the feeling is good. Now can we see? Yeah, we can start talking. It's usually pretty good stuff. Can you count to three?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let me see too.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me check. Yeah, drops to very low numbers by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and there you go.
Decent.
Well, at least, well, at least I know what's causing this. Okay. Can you count? Can you count to three? Andrew, count to three.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let me wait. Let me see that I can hear you. Okay, I need to lower my mic. It's too loud compared to you. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Let's start talking. So your
Right.
question is, why do I refuse to debate with a judge, right?
Exactly.
Because a debate is between you and me. You're trying to convince me, right? Right. A debate is a proposition. What is a debate? Forget about the word debate, right? A debate must
All right. Right.
a debate must have a proposition. What's a proposition? Proposition is
Mm,
whoever offers the proposition is proposing the proposition to his partner, to his debate partner. So you're coming to me, for example, with a proposition. You're telling me, let me propose something to you. Let me propose a new idea to you. And I say, fine,
yeah.
I'm willing to entertain this proposition. Go ahead and tell me about it. And then you start telling me about it, and I start asking questions in order to understand it. And that is a debate. That's it. That's all it.
But wait.
Mhm.
I think you're kind of confusing because that's what or dialectical means. Dialectical is basically two people with two different opinions and trying to discuss or find or trying to find the objectively subjective true opinion.
No, no, I don't care
Why no?
because I don't care
Uh, uh,
because because
but
because I'm here for my benefit. I am here talking to you.
no,
Yes.
wait. I think we should really take care of the sake of the debate. Like for example,
Yes.
for instance, like we shouldn't discuss about some useless things, like for example if we had disagree with the spelling of some words, we shouldn't really discuss about it, right? For the sake of the debate, because we trying to find
Yes.
the true the truth, right?
Um, yeah, I agree. Look, a debate is whatever I want a debate to be and what you want a debate to be. So I don't care about dialectic or definitions of what a debate is. I'm here for my personal benefit. you're here for your personal benefit. You're here because you feel that by talking to me, you have something to gain. I feel that by talking to you, I have something to gain. I'm here to stress test my ideas. I'm here to listen to your new ideas. No, that's why we're here. We're not here. This is not the Olympics. There's no competition. This is not chess, right? This is not a chess match. I don't care to win or lose. So I don't need a judge. A judge is only going to interfere in the process of my learning. I'm not interested in being judged. That doesn't interest me. I'm here for what interests me. What interests me is you, what you have to say, your ideas and your anti ideas, how you feel that I'm wrong and how feel that you're right and I'm wrong and I'm wrong and I'm right and you're wrong. I'm here to listen to you. I don't care what anybody else says. And, I record it so that anyone listening can enjoy it just as much as I enjoy it and hopefully just as much as you enjoy it. Hopefully, it's going to be a
Yeah.
joyous experience, a productive experience. So a judge can
Sure.
only harm this experience. That's why I refuse to have a judge. It is,
Wait, so mhm.
yeah.
So let me ask you some questions, all right? So do you think when you debate, are you obligated to some set of rules slash principle? Second question would be, do you think that the definition or the type of debate is shaped by or say upon the perspective? Like for example, do you believe that
I'm,
the debate is dependent
I'm lost.
upon your perspective?
I'm lost. I don't. First of all, let's not do first question, second question. Let's instead ask me something and let's discuss it. So stop with the
Right.
first. What was your first question? Let's ask it again and let's
True.
dissect it. I don't know. Go ahead.
Right. So do you think you're obligated to some set of rules slash principles in a debate?
Yeah, but these rules are these are my conveniences. So
No, I'm talking about objectively rules. Like for example, let's say the rule of mathematics, right? You have principles in mathematics. I'm not talking about your subjectively rules. I'm talking about, let's say, universal rules.
I mean, it depends on the discussion. If the discussion is about these rules, then then
No,
we
it's
could
not.
no if if the discussion right the discussion could be about anything. So if the discussion is
Mhm.
about the rules of discussion, then it's difficult to a priori say the rules of discussion if the discussion is about the rules of discussion. If the discussion is
Not
about
about.
what?
It's not about the rules. Like let's say it's
If
about mathematics. So
yeah. I'm getting there. So if the discussion is about the essence of mathematics, the philosophy of mathematics, what is mathematics, then it's difficult to a priori say the rules of mathematics if we're discussing the rules of mathematics. So yeah, I mean, if you feel that I'm not abiding by any rules that you feel that I should be abiding by, then let me know, and I'll tell you either
sure.
I'll abide by or why I feel we should not abide by. It's this is not a competition. This is a win-win. I'm here. We're here to trade words, to trade thoughts, to trade experiences, to trade our imagination, to trade our logic, to trade our essence. This we're trading, so it's a win-win. I'm here because I enjoy talking to you, and hopefully that's why you're here.
Yeah. So let me ask you a second question. Do you believe in a verdict within a debate?
A verdict? What do you mean verdict? Verdict?
Vertex, yeah.
Vertex?
Vertex,
Verdict?
verdict, verdict.
Spell it. I don't know. Well,
No,
no.
VVERDICT.
Verdict. Uh,
Yeah.
not really. Not really. I mean, a debate.
Wait, so do you know what it means first?
Yeah, I mean, verdict. It's
Right.
a word in English. It's a standard word.
So
Yeah.
what it means?
What
What it
What is
means?
the meaning of verdict?
Yeah.
It's like, in a court. In court, usually a judge pronounces the verdict: guilty as charged, or innocent, or something like that.
Yeah. When you're a trail, but when it comes to debate, vertex is basically a concept which is rotating around the winner, who's winning and who's losing, and the via, which is means why. Why did you lose and why did you win, and the difficulty of you losing and difficulty of you winning.
I don't like. Obviously, I don't like winning and losing in a debate. I don't think that's what a debate is for. A debate, unless it's a debate competition, which I
Hmm.
don't care
Like a
for.
tournament,
What?
like a tournament.
Yeah,
Let's say a tournament.
yeah, but then it's a
Yeah.
performance. That has nothing to do with the truth. So it has nothing to do with me. I'm not interested in performing. I'm not an actor. I'm not an artist. I'm not an entertainer. I
You're a debater,
I'm not even a debater. I mean, I enjoy
right?
debating because I search, I yearn for the truth. I don't enjoy debating because I enjoy winning debates. That's boring. Either
All
winning
right,
or
Dad.
losing is either way. It's boring.
Yeah,
I don't care for that. I care for the truth. I'm just curious
decent.
about the truth. I don't have any, like, I don't win money. If I have a debate and there's a lot at stake and I could win money, maybe then I'd be interested in debating. Probably not, because I don't care for it. Even then, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right. Right. So let's say, oh my God, I do not remember what should I say. Jesus.
let me mean.
Oh, all right. Right. You said you're trying to seek the truth within a debate. You say that, all right?
Yeah,
So I'm asking you,
I would say that's the
what if?
that's the purpose of it.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm saying, what if, right? Let's imagine, what if me and you are both wrong? Like, for example, we are debating whether one plus one equal three. I'm saying, I believe we are like one plus one, right? So we are discussing what is the result of one plus one. You are saying three, and I'm saying four. So we trying to seek the truth, but at the same time, our both proposition wouldn't really be sounded or valid. Let's say valid.
Look, all we have is each other. So we might both be right, we might both be wrong. Like, we don't know. So that's why I'm here.
You can't. So what? So how? Sorry, but how can we both be right? I understand how we both can be wrong, but how can we both be right?
No, I don't. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying specifically about one plus one
So
equals.
can you give me a circumstances? Yeah, I got it, but can you give me a circumstances to solidify your own claim?
No, I'm saying in general, we might be. You have every possibility. Whenever we are talking, we might both be right, both be wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. You're right, I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
How can we both be right? So an existence must conflict another existence for it to exist. Like law of sufficient reasoning say everything has a cause or effect. So if you had a cause which is positive, you can't have the same cause which is negative. All right, it's a contradiction. So how we can be both right at the same time?
I,
How does that
I
make
mean,
sense?
it depends. Like, I'm right now, I'm doing research about Einstein and Lorentz, and
Yeah.
they come from different perspectives, and they both end up describing the universe. So they're both right. They're talking about a different universe. Einstein says it's a vacuum, and Lorentz says there is ether. But they're both describing
What's ether?
it's something. It's the previous theory before Einstein.
Oh yeah. But then I can say, since there is difference in perspective in the definition of universe, maybe and just maybe some one of them are mistaken.
Well, so it's very complicated. So I'm not going to get into that now. But ultimately,
Right.
it's more complex. It's more nuanced, and they end up both being wrong and right, and so on,
Yeah.
according to me. So ultimately, there is no difference deep when you do a deep dive into ultimately who's right and wrong. It's just more complicated, and they're both right and wrong. It's just more complicated. There's no simple answer. It's a more complex, more nuanced answer. Anyway, so when we two are talking, sometimes we're both confused, and what we're saying, we're both wrong and right at the same time, but we'll only know this later, much later. It will take much more
Yeah.
discussion to figure things out. And you know,
So are you a vegan?
no, of course not. Of course, I'm not a vegan. I'm
Oh, sad
anti.
one.
Are you a vegan?
No, obviously not. I lie to people. Where I go to vegan servers and tell them that I'm vegan so they don't kick me and from abuse me. This is
No,
hilarious.
no. I try to never lie. Lying is never a good idea. I try to never
Yeah,
lie.
but I can lie. Yeah, but I can lie for a higher objectives. Like for example, I can lie to, let's say, to a police to cover up let's say a miracle.
Yeah, I understand. Look, you should always avoid lying. Anyway, I avoid
Anyway,
as much. I try to be as transparent as I can. It's just it takes less energy to live your life if you, in general, don't lie.
all right.
It's a lower energy state life, so it's a happier life.
Yeah.
It's a more relaxed.
So what you wanna debate or discuss? What you wanna discuss?
Anything you want. Well, what were we discussing last time? I don't remember. So you believe
No, we were talking about physics.
we were? Okay.
You were teaching me about physics, like
Okay.
about this about wavelengths. But let's wait. I think it would be better or more sufficient for us to debate or discuss about morality or something in philosophy because I'm not that good in science. All right, I'm trying to be good, but I'm not yet.
Okay. So what are you doing in order to become better in science?
I'm trying to ask ChatGPT, or although he sometimes becomes so fallacious and incoherent, but I'm trying to like let's say to get the good out of it, all right? And second, I'm trying to ask my friend who is a scientist about some about some philosophy of science and about some quantum physics. I'm kind of good at quantum physics if you want to debate or discuss it.
Of course. What do you know about quantum physics?
Pretty much like everything.
Really? Tell me.
Yeah, kind of everything.
Really? So, like,
Yeah.
what do you know? Why? Why?
The deepest topic.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can talk.
Why was what is quantum physics? What is it?
Quantum physics is basically the study of physics in much of the deeper depth. Like for example, if you're studying physics in a higher scale, like a planetary scale, quantum physics is quite the advocation, right? Quantum physics is the study of physics in a quantum scale,
Hmm. Okay, so
basic.
okay, keep going. Like, what about? So, tell me something about the quantum scale, for example. What? Tell me something
Quantum
about it.
scale
Mhm.
is Yeah, quantum scale is basically the scale where it's different from our, let's say, from our prospectively human scale. It's a scale which is used to measure up, let's say, atoms and electrons.
Okay, but what's special about it? Like, What is different about?
Oh yeah, Astro is special. All right. So it has its own laws of physics because it's sometimes neglected our, let's say, our human physics. So the gravity, when it comes to our universal laws of gravity, is not as the same as a quantum laws. Like for example, you have a theory which is quantum immortality, but at the same time it doesn't follow the same universal physics laws.
Uh, I don't understand. Tell me something about quantum physics. Like, tell me something about an experiment. What experiments in quantum physics?
Sure, I just say quantum immortality is an experiment theory within the quantum physics or quantum mechanics.
I don't know what you just said. Can you discuss an experiment in quantum physics?
Sure,
Hmm.
quantum immortality is an experiment within quantum physics.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
So, do you know what's quantum immortality?
No, I mean,
Right. So,
but
let
I'd like
me.
you. Can you discuss an experiment?
Sure. Okay, quantum immortality is
No,
an
no, no.
experiment.
What is the? Tell me the setup. What is the setup of the experiment?
Right. So, quantum immortality basically states that, for example, if
No.
you were hit,
Tell me about the setup of the experiment. The setup.
what do you mean by the setup?
The
Do you
experiment.
mean by
Tell
the
me.
ideology?
No, tell me about the setup. What year was what year was the experiment conducted? What place?
No, 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 no. Wait. I do not a place. It was like there is no exact place. You can apply it right now. It's a theory
No, no,
which is
no.
made by an
Not interested.
ideology,
I'm not interested. I'm interested in an experiment, not in any
a physical experiment,
an
but
experiment, a scientific.
physics. But I just told you, it's a scientific experiment.
Okay, I should hope so, but tell me about the
I slide you the link. Wait. Yeah, yeah, sure. Check the side chat.
quantum suicide and immortality. No, no, no. I'm interested in an experiment, a scientific experiment that took.
But I just say science do not apply as we do when it comes to a quantum scale. Like quantum scale principles aren't the same as a universal scale.
I don't know that. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a scientist in my in the way I think. I'm a scientist. I'm a scientific thinker. That means
Wow.
what?
Yeah, yeah, go. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking. So
So that
you
means
can talk.
so that means every idea you present to me, I think about it in a scientific way. Scientific means that it's based on experiment. It's based on experience. It's based on
Experiment
empirics.
different.
What?
Sure.
So any
So,
anything any idea you propose to me, I need to know when was it experimented? What was the experiment? What was the setup? What was expected? What were the results? What were the error bars? How close? What is the? Then you tell me, okay, what was the theory? You need. What's the phenomenon? Like I follow. I adhere to Bacon's philosophy of science, the Bacon
mhm,
algorithmic science, the science.
yeah.
So first you come up. We notice a phenomenon. Then we come up with a theoretical mechanical model to explain the phenomenon. Then
But
yeah, go ahead.
so the only theory, or let's say, there is difference between theory and experiment, so we don't like conflict each other. So there is difference. So all I know, or let's say the decent things which I'm acknowledge about, is basically a theory within theories or theorems within quantum immortality. I don't know, or I'm not fully aware about some scientific experiment which has occurred in a quantum physics.
If there's no experiments, then it's not scientific, and if it's not scientific, I'm not interested in it. It doesn't interest.
But wait, wait, wait.
Mhm.
Wait, wait. So synth, you're a scientist, you know that every experiment came with a theory. So if you don't have the theory as your essential basis, you wouldn't have an experiment in the first place. So when it comes to acquisition or causality, so cause was a theory or an essential ideologies, and the effect was an experiment.
Yes, but first, okay, but before a
So
theory, before
Mhm.
you come up with a theory is the explanation to a phenomenon that you noticed. So first you need to
No,
notice a
no.
phenomenon.
But you can have a theory which is beyond our universe. Like for example, when you're talking about dimension or the dimensional theory, you're talking about some higher dimension, all right? And higher dimension doesn't exist within our universe.
No.
Therefore, you can have a theory which is beyond our imaginations.
Okay, but that's like that is the theory of mathematics. So in mathematics you I can understand
Yeah.
proposing hypothetical extra dimensions. But
Hmm.
for physics, oh, I demand evidence. I don't care about. Right now, we're not talking about. I'm not discussing the theory of mathematics. In which
So are you saying, or right? Yeah. So are you saying that saying there is an theory of an higher dimension and of an higher dimension is basically logically impossible?
no, that's mathemat. You can.
I'm not talking about mathematics. I'm talking about higher dimensional theory. Is it logically impossible or not?
I don't
Can
know.
you answer me with yes or no?
Look, I have no evidence that there's any more than basically the three or four dimensions that we live in. There's no further
So
evidence.
what? Wait. I'm tripping. So have you said we live in a fourth dimension?
I mean, depending, like some people say time is a fourth dimension.
Time, yeah, no, yeah. Time is one dimension, right? We live in length, width, and height, right? Which is three space dimensions. And time is basically the progression from point A to B. Like, for example, if we say you were born in
Yes,
2000,
yes,
right? In
yes.
2000,
Yes,
right? Yeah, yeah,
you don't need
right.
to explain to me what time is. Yes, you don't need to. So, but some people use time as a coordinate, as a dimension. It's convenient.
It's, it's not a coordinate. Coordinate is basically a partial dimension,
No,
aka a
not
space dimension. It's a
yet.
time dimension.
Stop. Some people, so when you study physics, but also math, it's very convenient to plot time versus space or x versus t. It's very convenient because
How it is.
how is it convenient? Because
Yeah.
when you look at the graph, then the graph, it tells the story very concisely. Here, let me draw. If you want, I'll draw something and I'll show you the convenience. It's just a convenience.
Sure.
It's not important. I don't want to get into that, but it's just a
So it.
convenience.
Mhm.
It's not important. But you're
Uh,
saying maybe you're saying that there.
Wait, who are you? Where are you, fam?
I'm,
I cannot even see you.
yeah, I'm gonna make
Shit.
another blackboard for
Yeah.
Andrew for now. Okay. I'm not gonna
Wow.
I'm not gonna draw anything. I'm opening it and just in case because I'm not gonna teach you physics.
I can draw it. I know
No,
how
it's
to
not
draw.
important. No, don't waste time. It's not important. Okay. So so you're saying there is the okay. So we know that we live in three dimensions. Let's say, and you're saying yeah, there is a fourth dimension. So there's no evidence. I have no evidence for a fourth dimension. So
But
unless you're talking
but it's logically possible for you to have a fourth dimension. It's logically possible,
yes.
but it's not physically possible.
Well, even logically, I don't know what I cannot imagine a fourth dimension, right? So you can
We
see.
can imagine a fourth dimension in mathematics. We do.
I mean, we cannot imagine a fourth dimension. You can
We c-
say.
We can imagine the fourth dimension.
So, so a dimension is, for example, forwards and backwards is one dimension. Left and right is the second dimension. Up and down is the
What
third.
are you writing?
It's a third dimension.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
A fourth dimension would have to be like in 90 degrees to one to all of these dimensions, and I cannot imagine that. So telling me that we can imagine a fourth dimension is incorrect. I cannot.
You,
What?
I can prove that we have already imagined a fourth dimension in mathematics, right? I'm not saying in physics. I'm saying in mathematics, right?
Well, we cannot imagine a fourth dimension in mathematics. We can just
But
we can do the
you-
calculations. We can pretend that there is more dimensions, but we cannot
no,
imagine the direction of a fourth dimension. Right? You would need
so
to imagine the direction for a fourth dimension.
I don't really, right, but I don't really agree with you. I think if we could explain something, like for example, if we could explain X, therefore we do understand X. So you're saying we could or we did explain dimension, but at the same time you're saying we didn't or we don't understand dimension. Yo, hello,
What?
did you
You?
hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Right, right, right. Thank you. So, if we could explain something that means or that entails that we can understand something. So, if we can understand it, therefore we can comprehend it. If we can comprehend something, therefore we are fully aware of the explaining subject.
So if but if I don't understand the direction of your fourth dimension, then that is the end of that. You
But
cannot.
I have sent you a picture,
I saw it. It's
right?
useless. It's useless.
Uh,
I
why it's useless?
I can understand. Look, dimension one, I can understand is left and right. Dimension two, I can understand is up and down.
Length,
Dimension
width, and
three,
height. Yeah.
dimension three, I
No,
can.
no, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Wait. I think you're a little mistaken. I think
Yeah,
this is length, correct? This is length, which is a one dimension. This is height, which is another dimension, right?
yeah,
Yo,
yeah. And there is
and
backwards and forwards.
width,
That,
exactly, exactly.
yeah. So where is the fourth dimension? So this is dimension one.
It's third dimensional, yeah. But you have written or you have drawn a third dimensional object.
Yeah, this is dimension two. This is dimension three. Which way would be
Yeah.
dimension four?
Dimension four would be basically one, two, and three, and with a new axis of symmetry.
I cannot imagine it. So that's so physically,
Well,
I don't care. If I
yeah,
cannot,
physically we don't care, yeah, but mathematically we could care.
fine. But so in quantum physics, it's physics. It's not quantum mathematics. If it's quantum mathematics, fine. But in quantum physics, it's physics. In physics, I don't know where the fourth dimension would be, so I have to ignore it.
All right,
So any discussion of higher dimensionality is garbage. It's not scientific.
maybe.
No, no, maybe. That's my definition of science. If by your definition of science it's okay, then we disagree on science, and
Yeah,
so it's going to be difficult to have a
but
discussion.
we can't debate. I think we can't. We cannot debate. Like for example, if you have different definition, because definition are subjectively different. Like you have your own definition, I have mine definition, right?
So
So how
so
we are going to debate in different,
because when we debate, we agree on the definition, and we say, okay, we're going to constrain ourselves so that we're talking about right something that we both care about. If you talk about
but if we
dimensionality, I don't care about that, then that's going to be boring. Oh, we lost him. He always drops out and he never comes back. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. If he comes back, we'll continue. This was an interesting discussion. All right, break time. Bye.